Welcome back to Rock Guitar Confidential with Scott and Ryan. So, did this year's Super Bowl halftime show leave you wanting? Well, Scott and I are ready to score a touchdown with the solution next.
I don't know. I mean, if all the wife beater wearing enthusiasts, I think that Kid Rock's certainly one of them. You know.
Yeah, he's a con man and he's a piece of shit.
Well, okay, I'm not going to argue that, but
Absolutely.
Also, the worst thing he could possibly ever do is his music sucks.
Right. Well, talk about
I could forgive all the other stuff if his music was rad, but his music's terrible. So it's
people have been mashing up Sweet Home Alabama and Werewolves of London like for years. Like cover bands have done that for fucking decades.
Yeah, well, it's mixed Lydian progression, of course. You know what I mean? It's
yeah. So Kid Rock, dude, he's the wealthy son of a rich lawyer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, I don't know anything about him other than
he's a total fucking con man.
Okay.
Like
his whole I'm the people, I'm from the streets kind of thing. That's the vibe he puts out. I'm from the streets.
Yep. He's just duping the rubes.
Yeah.
Just
I'm glad no one else could ever do that. That's
just like everybody else at the Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime show or any Turning Point USA event.
At the risk of sounding political. Okay.
I can't, man. Yeah, it's Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Fuck Kid Rock.
I with you 1,000%. I thought that back in the day, actually.
Me too.
I was like, well, I mean, the worst sin you can ever commit with Scott Allen is your music's terrible.
Yeah, well, so Kid Rock festered up during the late 90s.
Yeah.
It's the same time.
Korn, Limp Bizkit, but worse because he's dumber. You know what I mean? And
absolutely. That whole which also had a major misogynist element to it.
Yeah, all that whole new metal thing was all about that.
Yep.
Macho Man.
Right. Yeah, that whole Woodstock '99.
Yeah.
That's
gross, toxic masculinity,
right? So
misogyny,
So Kid Rock is one of the unintended consequences of that dark period of American culture known as the late 90s.
Yes, the whole late 90s into about 2001 probably. It was all pretty dark. You know what I mean?
And so look at how we're still suffering.
Well, that was the beginning of the suffering. The suffering kind of started then, and we've just gone downhill since. But
how we're continuing, right? Yeah. So Kid Rock is still out in the world. He's still out there.
He's still out. He's still
you know what? I know I throw a lot of shade at Post Malone, but I don't think Post Malone is a bad dude. I think Kid Rock is a bad dude. I think he actually makes. I think his presence in the world makes it
worse.
I think he makes the world worse. I think whenever
in your face, Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, I think I think whenever Kid Rock, I think whenever his existence comes to an end, I think he will have left the world a worse place.
So he's kind of the
anti-Ozzy.
He's the anti-Ozzy.
Yeah, totally is. Yep, agreed completely. Yep,
that makes sense. No, I mean, like I said, the worst crime he's ever committed is fucking sucks ass.
So in that context, I mean, you could have booked almost anybody else to be at the actual legitimate Super Bowl halftime show, and I would have preferred that.
Well, that brings us to I'm very happy that the halftime show was what it was. That's so cool. I will tell you this. I'm
coming out all guns blazing here. I will tell you this, Rock Guitar Confidential.
The kind of music that was not my cup of tea, because I'm kind of a music purist. I want to hear music in my music. I want to hear music forward. I want Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, Rush. Yeah, exactly. And I'm cool. Look, it's not for me, and I'm cool with that. And I'm glad it's for somebody. And I love the cultural and political, thing that it stood for. That's something I'm on board with 1,000%. But I just, wish there was guitars in it and
Yeah, it's funny. So just in the little bit of the halftime show, the legitimate actual Super Bowl halftime show, the Bad Bunny one.
Yeah, the one from the 2026 Super Bowl.
It's funny because the first shot is of a dude with a guitar.
And yet you don't hear a guitar other than a couple little spots here and there throughout the whole thing.
I was like, oh, rad, he's got a guitar. And then it zooms in a little bit, and then there's a capo on the guitar.
It was right there the whole time. Oh my God, there's a capo on that guitar. No.
Yeah, and that it started kind of going downhill a little bit.
Children are watching this. I was thinking that at the same time, it's like, oh my God, you can't.
Well, I mean, those children got an eye full of booty. So you know what? If you're talking
about Keishon Booty, the wide receiver for the Patriots, right? That's who you're referring to.
Is that really a football player's name?
Yes, he's the wide receiver for the New England Patriots, who just got their asses handed to him in the Super Bowl, by the way.
That's good. I think
no, it's not. Man, the
fuck
Seahawks
the
won. That's the worst thing.
That's fine. The Patriots are
chickens. You have to wear the priest to get the Seahawks smell out of Levi Stadium.
I think the Patriots are kind of like the Lakers of football.
Yeah, I get no.
So fuck them.
I think they're more like
I'm on a tear today,
they're
Scott.
like the Alabama of the college football. They're like kind of we're a dynasty, but now they're not really a dynasty anymore.
The dynasty can fuck off.
Lakers are always kind of in the mix because they can always come back. Like Jason Voorhees, they can always rise from the grave.
Yeah,
come back,
they can always be gifted Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks because
which is unforgivable, right?
It is unforgivable.
Just like me watching the Kings this whole year, it's been unforgivable.
Yeah, and that makes it even worse because
on my own self, I'm like doing that to myself.
Oh my god, dude! So I have a colleague at work, our saxophone teacher.
Oh well, they're ready. Yes. Yeah.
Who's man? He's like one of the most talented and dedicated musicians I know. The guy's fucking great.
There's some nice stuff coming out. I'm happy to hear that, Ryan. That's
totally, dude.
Saxophone's a real instrument. I'll say it.
I don't want to hear him practice anymore.
That's how you get good, though, dude.
I know, but
that's
I don't want to listen to it.
Yes.
Right. See, when I practice,
crank up your amp and just sit there and do that 16-note triplet sequence over and over again as loud as you can, and just play fire with the fire, man. That's what you gotta do.
However, like when I've got a student in front of me, and I'm trying to communicate with the student, and then like down. Dude, it's like
wherever he's playing.
I know. I wish it were, but no. It's like this crazy like avant-garde jazz.
Oh, is it outside? It's playing.
Yeah, I call
Wits in like an altered scale or something.
Yeah, I call it Handful of Angry Bees Day.
Oh wow, who's all chromatics and stuff. That's crazy.
Dude, it's crunchy as fuck. Which I have got mad respect for. So like it's not like my neighbor's leaf blower.
Nothing more melodic than the chromatic scale, though.
He's actually doing like a really cool like overlapping like triad arpeggio thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I actually
like a tritones or something. Or
I bought a book all about it with those exercises,
nice.
and I also got him a copy so he'd have a fresh book.
Yep.
Right when I ordered it, but dude, I haven't even cracked it open, man. Like there's just not until
it's hard to psych yourself into that. You know what I mean?
Right, dude. Until we settle in on like a 34-hour day, then I don't know how I'm gonna ever sink my teeth into it.
Well, at some point it'll be the right time. You're like today's the day. You're just gonna bust it open and go for it. So anyway, that got me thinking.
So that colleague though, just real quick before I lose the thought.
Okay.
So this is what's been so frustrating about the Kings season for me is that my colleague, he comes to work sometimes wearing this fucking Lakers shirt.
Is he actually a Lakers fan, or is he one of these like casual basketball fans who just
I think he's just a casual man,
that's a cool
dude.
Team,
no, like yeah. So when we talked, we recently had a company gathering because we didn't do like a traditional Christmas party, so we had like our holiday party the first week of February, just so that we could
that's a very non-traditional Christmas party.
Yeah, well, it was cool though. So like the company actually got together and hung out and had food and stuff.
Was that related to the Super Bowl at all? Is that like
no? We did this a little over a week ago. It was like a little over a week ago. So it was our just like bonding with our coworkers. Kind of went to the bowling alley. It was really really nice.
Yeah,
had a great time.
Bowling's underrated, man. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Which I couldn't do any of because so our listeners.
Oh yeah. Brian's still alive, by the way.
I was going to say, listeners, you can probably tell that I did survive my surgical procedure.
He did. He's coming back stronger than ever, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
In your face mortality.
Yeah, you just call me Scar Man.
Exactly.
Yeah, except this time I wasn't able to listen to Pull the Plug because I just had my iPhone with me this time, not my iPad.
That makes sense.
I mean, I could have, but like I just,
just kind of get you ready for the surgery. Yeah.
I was just busy watching the stock market crash before I went under. Just like I do every morning. It's a tradition since October.
What makes you think like, hey, if I don't come out of this, then it's maybe not so bad?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then who cares?
Exactly.
Like crypto can just tank anyway.
You can't touch me, financial cripple.
That's exactly right. So. So I know what size shirt he wears, and I've hatched it. Oh, and so we talked at the Christmas party, and he's just like, "But what about Kareem and Magic and Kobe?" It's like, dude, name one other player that's not like the most famous Lakers of all time. Right. Yeah. I always think of Pau Gasol as like on the Memphis Grizzlies.
I know.
Before his brother Mark was on the
brother
Grizz.
played for a long time. I remember like, oh my God, Gasol's still in the
Mark
league.
Gasol?
He played for a long time, man. I was like, holy crap, that guy's still playing.
But but like name some like other like deep cut like players for like, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude, the
Other
Lakers.
Than the legends, everybody does.
Yeah, the Lakers are what's known as a public team, so just like what like casuals can be into it, and that's part of why they fucking.
That's what I mean.
suck.
Is he really like Lakers fans? Or he just like had to pick a basketball team and just went with the Lakers because everyone,
because I've also
it's like Dallas Cowboys fans for the NFL.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Oh man, fuck Cowboys. And
so
I've also
fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The
And
good news is we
Patriots.
always crush them and take their soul every year, so it's all good.
And so, oh my god, dude, I knew a dude who had the biggest cowboy star tattooed on his back.
That was a sure decision he didn't regret ever.
Yeah, dude.
How could you? I mean, that seems like a good idea.
That band did not ever get up off the ground. It's funny. That's a separate story.
Wait.
So anyway, like I've seen him wearing a Pistons shirt, and I was just like, dude, good for you, Pistons.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
You know, I remember being in a restaurant bar in Los Angeles in 2004.
Wow, that's a very specific memory. Oh my god.
Because I was watching the last game of the playoffs when the Pistons like took the title like from the stupid shitty Lakers.
Okay.
So I'm in a restaurant bar down. I was in Anaheim.
Okay.
In a bar full of fucking Lakers fans, and I was the only dude cheering for the Pistons. It was so fucking great.
That sounds like a very Ryan thing.
Oh, dude, like all the sad faces in the restaurant and the bar, like while I watched Derek Fisher cry on the sidelines. Oh man, I still think about
Look
Derek.
how much joy it brings you into this day.
It's so great. No,
amazing.
seriously. Like if I'm ever like bummed out, dude, I just imagine Derek Fisher's tears.
And it just
yeah, it really puts a spring in my step.
I can see that.
So like I know what size shirt it is. Like like if the Kings weren't just sucking asshole this
I gotta
year.
tell you, I'm really shocked that the Kings are as terrible as they are. I'm like, I'm not anymore. I've been watching the last like month. I'm like, okay, we're terrible.
I'll tell you why.
I'm just shocked. I can't believe. I thought I didn't think we were gonna be amazing, but I thought we'd win 38 games. 40 games. I thought, you know what I mean?
The reason that they aren't going to make the play, it's all Vivek's fault. But like, I hate to say it, but Doug Christie should not be a head coach.
Oh my god, I've said the same thing the other day because I think it's the coach. I think it's definitely the coach. I think because because they're competitive every single game until it counts, and then they fall apart.
And and Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray both suffering injuries. Like, did you know that Keegan Murray and Domantas Sabonis have not played in the same game at the same time?
I know. What's up with Keegan? He's been missing like this whole season. He's been like 10 games or something.
Knee injury or something, and then Sabonis
he's like 24
with the
years old,
tear.
though.
But still, that doesn't. Doug Christie didn't implement an offensive scheme.
No.
So you think that with like
try harder, good defensive energy.
Yeah, and he comes with all the like rah.
Yeah, it's like Mike Singletary
yeah.
when he was the coach for the Niners. It's the same thing. Just compete.
Yeah, he was just the inspirational speech, and then like no X's and O's.
Don't you have any fire in your soul, man? You know, it's like that kind of thing. It's like, well, yeah, you got to freaking have a scheme though.
And his lead assistant Mike Woodson, he's a losing coach. Yeah. Like there's
Bobby
nobody
Jackson's
else.
the defense guy.
Yeah, Why?
Yeah. Bobby Jackson played for the Kings, man. That's why.
Well, that's the truth. Well, Bobby Jackson also had some success coaching in the G League.
Yeah. The Stockton Kings, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he get fired for Vivek's kid or something, right? Isn't Vivek's kid coaching the Stockton Kings?
No, she was the general manager of the Stockton Kings until she got. But then she was fucking a player that went and like murdered some people in Las Vegas.
What?
Yep. And then she ended up in a relationship with another former Kings player. So so Vivek's daughter Anjali. Oh man, if you want to talk about like pop stars and stuff, I remember when she tried
pop stars. Why would I talk about
when she we were talking about the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Anyway, she tried to I remember when she had like her little pop princess like turn for a while. And there's like there's an interview that they hired someone to do like an interview with her, like she's already a star. It's the worst like nepotism imaginable.
Okay.
Like she's such a talentless hack. And she just embarrassed the franchise by like she was just like fucking G League players.
Oh my god, that is pretty terrible.
I know, and the league didn't like take any. I mean, she stepped down, right? But then it came out later after she stepped down, like what was going on.
Okay.
It's just so like this is who your Sacramento Kings are. This is who's running the franchise.
Do you think
right?
that's exactly the whole thing about what they're about, though? I mean, I don't know about that. It feels like.
What?
I don't know. I feel like there's more to it. It's just more about who they're hiring as coaches. I guess that's embarrassing and stuff.
It shows inept like leadership at the top, named Vivek Ranadive. It's Vivek's fucking fault. It all goes to the top. But yeah, the coaching staff's bad, and that's why I think it's as severely bad as it is. Mm-hmm. Like you're right. Like I think you could at least have squeezed maybe 35 to 38 wins.
Yeah, I was thinking
out of
like 35, 40 wins. I thought that's what we might be able to get.
But like
squeeze in like the play in or something.
Yeah. So anyway,
considering the talent, though, we have a lot of talented players. It's just I don't think.
Yeah, but they're veterans that want to compete, so they just shut down. They're not, so like if you're DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine, like you're not gonna run the risk of injuring yourself for the Sacramento Kings, who aren't going to even be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to play hard enough to tear your meniscus so that you don't get one more contract, or you're not able to go to a team on a smaller contract and compete.
Yeah.
You're not going to end your career for Sacramento anyway.
I don't think that's the option,
But, you know, all that having been said, I would still rather watch the worst Kings basketball game than like watch Kid Rock say or do anything ever. Unless it's his death rattle. I'd watch that and then I'd have a good laugh.
I don't know. This brings it so that what I want to talk about in the podcast too, which is like what would be, because you know it's very easy to sit and just like throw poo and say, okay, this is terrible. I hate this. This isn't for me. I need something different.
So we've established that like, you know, Bad Bunny wasn't for us.
No, but that being said, it was a great performance and it's for somebody, and it actually had its heart in the right place, you know, in terms of the message and stuff, and I respect that.
Yep.
But what would be like if we could have our fantasy like camp? Like, what would be our ultimate, you know, Super Bowl? You know, I think
like the ultimate Super Bowl.
The ultimate Super Bowl like halftime show. Now I think we should have 3 buckets though. We should have like the sort of plausible, like could potentially maybe happen, like it's not ridiculous.
Okay.
We have could happen, like that could happen, or like just the Fantasyland one. So like who would be like, I know for me obviously the one that I would put in Fantasyland would be like, you know, Van Halen, because it'd have to be like some kind of resurrection of Eddie Van Halen.
Ooh, then it would be like undead zombie Eddie.
No,
so like I'm there for it.
Bring back like 1985.
It'd be like the Thriller video, only Van Halen.
But that'd be like my all-time dream. Cool. So that's obviously in the Fantasyland one. So it's like, I'll just get that. I'll throw it out there. But like, you know, I would say I don't know. What do you think? What's the Fantasyland one? I mean, I can already guess what your Fantasyland.
Well, okay, come on, because you have the theatrics and stuff, dude. Give me a like King Diamond.
Of course.
Okay, so here's what you do.
What
like
could be more family friendly?
So you pluck the Psycho House from Universal Studios, and then you plop it down like right in the middle of the fucking stadium, and then do like a full like unlimited budget like first few couple tracks of them. Like that would be the shit. It would be so cool. Oh, dude, and if you could even like, man, you could even throw like Missy in the fireplace and like have her cremated and shit. I don't know, or you know, or just
that fits right in with the
or reenact like the Sleepless Nights video, like just do the whole graveyard thing out on the field. Like that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, King Diamond would be the greatest Super Bowl halftime show like of all fucking time.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You'd have to actually cancel all future Super Bowls because it could never be better.
Well, that is squarely in Fantasyland, though. We know that's not going to happen.
It could never be better. Imagine like those, like imagine the Baphomet, the goat skull, and the pentagram, and like the inverted crosses like hovering over the field. It would just be so great.
Oh my god!
I think I'm gonna cry. It would be so nice.
It's so beautiful. Just don't look at it.
Beautiful.
Just don't
yes.
look directly at it, Ryan. Come on.
It would be the best, dude. It would be so cool, man. And imagine what you could do with like, I mean, shit. King Diamond could like fly around like on a harness or something. You know, man. Oh, that'd be so cool.
All right.
Gotta be so cool.
I think I have a feeling a lot of these ones are going to be in Fantasyland. My next one would be, I would love to see Steve Vai play at the halftime show. How cool would that be, dude? Have him like do like 5 of the Passion and Warfare tunes or something like that, or bring out
it'd be cool, but there wouldn't be enough theatrics.
I don't know, man.
It's the Super Bowl halftime show. There have to be theatrics.
Lasers and there's a guitar. It's like the shape of an alien. He's got the 3-headed guitar. He's playing all at the same time. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it is cool, but it's a Super Bowl halftime show. So I think there has to be some sort of like, I guarantee.
I'm not asking what other people's opinion. I'm saying what I would.
Right. That would be the Scott Bowl halftime show. Yeah.
This would be nothing but shredding guitars. This would be like the G3. You know, it's like we'll have Yngwie and.
I think Yngwie. Well, so I mean, Yngwie's got more of a visual element. I think Yngwie.
Vai? No, dude, Vai has like all different costumes and stuff, and he has the Hydra guitar where he plays all the different.
Wait, Vai doesn't do costumes, does he?
He totally does costumes. Yeah.
Like now,
he comes out. He has like lasers off his forehead and lasers on his hands, and he's playing the Hydra.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
The guitar, and he has like the 4-headed guitar or whatever. He plays all at the same time and stuff. It's crazy. I think that would be an awesome.
I could imagine like marching out era Yngwie would be fucking cool.
But they have to have a giant dragon though. They have to have a dragon.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Dude, resurrect Dio and have him do like the Sacred Heart stage production. That would be fucking cool, right? If we're just gonna resurrect people,
that makes sense, you know.
But yeah, Yngwie would be a good one, dude. Especially if there were the dragon. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Well, then once again we're back to Universal Studios.
You know what would be fun though? I think the most fun thing to me would be like having like marching out era Yngwie, like but watching the audience of today watching that and seeing how they react to that, it'd be so wild. Like, you know, like the 14-year-old of today who's never seen anything like that.
Well, you know
what
what
would their reaction be? It'd be like, just, you know,
dude, you know what? If you put enough, like, I'm willing to bet if you put enough explosions and lasers and shit on stage, you know, it would probably go over, dude. There's probably like a younger generation that like wants their own thing again.
Yeah.
That would
I think that's definitely true. Yeah.
Right. That would like adopt all of that if it were just put forth. Right. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think I think you could get that to go over.
Yeah, I think so too. So let's think about this. What's a plausible one? What's one we could? I mean, I'll throw out kind of one I think is totally plausible, which would be AC/DC. That seems like that would be like a very plausible sort of one that could happen because they got such a catalog. Everybody knows all the songs. You know what I mean? They're so famous.
Yeah, I mean, man, those guys are so. I mean, dude, I think there's only. I mean, if you're gonna go that route, there's one clear answer, and it's Kiss.
No, I mean, I think it's decent.
Kiss has already done the Super Bowl halftime show.
Did they?
It's already happened.
When did Kiss do the Super Bowl halftime show?
I'll have to consult with our robot.
Was this like a long time ago, or is this like? Because I don't remember this at all.
Stand by, dude.
Kiss did the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't know.
Dude, they are the perfect Super Bowl halftime show.
You wanted the best, right?
So at least, we wanted the best, and at least one time we got the best.
Yeah. I can't. Is this like a long time ago? Was it about like in the
No,
90s,
it was it was like during the we put the makeup back on.
Was it with Fraley and Peter Criss? Was it back when those guys got back in the band? Was it that time, or because that was a ways time? That was a while back. I mean, that's I think late 90s, right?
Stand by.
I don't know. I keep looking at that and thinking like, oh man, I don't remember this. And I'm not saying I don't believe you. It's just I don't remember this at all.
And this is all just because my phone's not on the repeater here, but oh, okay. So they performed. They actually did not perform during the halftime show, but they performed during the Super Bowl 33 pregame ceremony on January 31st, 1999.
Okay, so that was 27 years ago.
Yes.
Holy crap, that was a long time ago.
The official halftime show that year, titled A Celebration of Soul, Salsa, and Swing, featured Stevie Wonder, Gloria Estefan, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and not Kiss.
I guess that's 99. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was definitely a thing.
Oh, God. Dude, I'm so glad the fucking ska thing's over with.
Yeah,
that was so obnoxious.
No, for sure. For sure.
Ugh.
I don't know. I just look at that as like... I'm glad that's over.
I mean, look, like when Swingers came out, I really loved that movie. Fuck, I loved it. But yeah. So, I mean, I think Kiss is the obvious answer. And look, you know what? Like the Bad Bunny thing, like I wish like Sheila E. and Gloria Estefan had been there. Imagine like Sheila E. doing those reggaeton beats like on her own, on her timbales and shit.
That would have been really cool.
That would have been so fucking cool.
Well, it'd be cool to actually see even like Los Lobos involved somehow or something like that. Or something, I don't know, or flamenco, like or Lieber doing flamenco guitar or something like that.
Should have done like El Tigres de la Norte. That would have been fucking rad.
All of those things would have been really cool. You know what I mean?
I would love to hear like some straight up like I'm at a stoplight in Fresno, like traditional Mexican music.
Yeah. Well,
Like that, dude. There's a documentary on Netflix that everyone should watch. It's El Tigres de la Norte, and I might be
the North Tigers.
El Norte. Yeah, the Tigers of the North. Right. I'm probably saying it wrong. Probably the law is what I'm getting wrong. It's El Tigres. Del Norte, something like that.
It's been a great many years since I took Spanish. It's been
anyway. So there's a Netflix documentary where they go play at Folsom Prison.
Oh wow,
dude! I have really grown to love that music, like the stuff that you hear with like the horns and the accordion and stuff, and the bajo sexto, and dude,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I mean, I've always, I grew up working in a music store, owned and run by a flamenco player, right? Guitar player where we met, right? Ed Maceros was
a flamenco player. I didn't know.
That's how, dude. That's how I learned about Otmar Liebert and Luna Negra and all that stuff, right? Yeah,
I remember Otmar Liebert. Yeah,
dude. Stuff. Ed never missed an Otmar Liebert show. Yeah. Never.
I can relate to that too. It's kind of shred. It kind of felt like acoustic shred to me.
Dude, it's a fiery art form. Dude, there's a lot of fire in it. And yeah, man, absolutely. So, I think that's who should perform at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
yeah. El Tigre. I'll have to just look it up, but I'm butchering the name. But it's so worth it. There's a Netflix documentary. They perform at Folsom Prison. It's so fucking cool, especially because you've got the subtitles, so I can actually like understand what they're saying, like what the songs are about and stuff.
And it's funny. I think that that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. But what's okay? Let's get. I've given I think two. I got one. I got two Fantasylands and one plausible. What's a plausible one you can think of?
Bon Jovi.
I think that's totally plausible. Yeah. I mean that's so mainstream. Like there was a commercial in the commercials that had John Bon Jovi in it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what like a band like Bon Jovi is built for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yep, exactly.
Now, I mean, okay, Bon Jovi in their prime.
Yes.
Right now, I don't
Bon
know.
Jovi now would be like, yeah.
Right. So like who still has the Motley Crue with John 5. Like they could do the Super Bowl halftime show.
That's definitely in the plausible range. I mean, obviously Metallica is plausible too. That would be a very plausible thing.
You know what?
So
That would
big.
just make me dislike Metallica more.
I know, but that's plausible. They could definitely be a band that.
Yeah,
could play,
it makes me a little nauseous. But,
I get it, but you recognize that they're a massive band. That would be a venue that could.
God, can you imagine like Kirk Hammett like choking at the Super Bowl?
Of course, I would. It's very hard to not.
That's such a dick thing to say, but
It's totally true.
I mean, man, I just remember that was it last year that Rihanna performed and we got to watch Nuno Betancourt like lip sync in mime.
It reminds me like the Katy Perry thing when all of a sudden like, oh, now here's Lenny Kravitz. Like, oh, there's Lenny Kravitz. He's not even the guitar not even plugged in. There's no guitar in the song. It's like
man, like
he's a cool looking dude. It's
dude,
like
Mama Said is such a good album and songs
there's
like
some cool stuff on
and
it.
like songs like Are You Gonna Go My Way are so good. But dude, by the time he like records and auto tunes American Woman, like Kravitz is creatively bankrupt.
We also don't need more American Women covers. That's
such a dumb fucking song.
But I mean, and then Nuno's a similar thing to Lenny Kravitz in the sense he's just this great looking dude who looks so cool with a guitar in his hand. He just looks so cool.
It's just that Nuno can play the fuck out of that guitar.
Exactly.
And it's such a tragedy
Nuno's
that we
a
didn't get to
monster
hear
guitar
him.
player.
I know. You've got one of the best guitarists in the world.
Well, look at the Back to the Beginning concert. He was like the main guitar guy almost all the bands that played. So he's so great, man, for sure. But he's also the crazy good looking, like cool looking dude. He's like exactly like close your eyes and picture rock guitar god. That's like Nuno Betancourt.
It would have been cool to have like in their prime Whitesnake do the Super Bowl. That would have slayed.
They're close. They're really well known. People know those songs, but like they aren't quite big enough in the mainstream. I think the rock fans would go nuts for it, but I don't think they're not big enough in the mainstream.
I mean even Bon Jovi is bigger. So like that would have been a slam dunk.
Like Def Leppard could do it.
Def Leppard in their prime could have done it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking those are Guns N' Roses in their prime definitely would have been a great one for sure. I mean,
although, but you wouldn't be able to like. What kind of insurance policy would you need to take
Axl
out?
decides he's not going to show
up. Likewise, I mean, like, Skid Row was not big enough to carry a Super Bowl halftime
not at
show.
all. No.
So,
although there's a certain segment of the crowd would be like way into it, I'm sure.
See, here's the problem: is that the Super Bowl is just such a broad thing. You'd have to like really, you have to like book artists. And maybe this is hitting the nail right on the head. Like you have to book artists that are popular with people who don't give a fuck about music.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
that's like when Green Day played it. I was like, that's cool because that's but that's Green Day is really one of the bigger like rock bands that emerged since the heyday of rock. If that makes sense. You know
at least the kids that listen to Green Day care about music.
Yeah. Well, rock and roll at least. You know. What I mean?
Yeah. But like, I mean, there's some bands like. Okay, so if Coldplay is your favorite band, then you don't give a fuck about music. You should just stop listening to music altogether.
What kind of ice cream?
Stop.
I like vanilla. Okay, that's cool. And
no, I like vanilla. The flavor is an art form. That's
what
different.
Kind of food you like? McDonald's. You know, it's that kind of that version. No, I love vanilla ice cream, of course.
Or it's like, what's your favorite food? It's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like you don't have a favorite food. You're not passionate about anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like if your favorite band is Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Then you don't give a fuck about music.
Well, Imagine Dragons is like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy of Coldplay. You know what I mean? It's like that's what Imagine Dragons is, and I don't know. But you know what? That being said, it is technically a band. And I'll give them that. You know what I mean? That's there's guitar players and bass players and keyboard players.
I want to see. Okay, so do you think? I think Alice Cooper could do it.
I think Alice Cooper could totally do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think that none of his hits were ever. Well, no, I guess "School's Out," maybe something like that. It was pretty broad. Everyone knows the. So I'm trying to think what Alice Cooper songs everybody knows.
I mean, well, so you do like "Poison" and "Feed My Frankenstein."
No More Mr. Nice Guy.
No, yeah, that you do that one too.
Yeah. Well, but I think. Poison and No More and Feed My Frankenstein are very much of a time. That's like a 91 kind of thing.
They're better songs, though.
They're great. No, I no doubt. I think I like that's my favorite period of Alice Cooper is that late 80s, early 90s period. We had like Steve Vai and Steph Burns and like Al Pitrelli playing guitar. Like all these real players in this band. That sounds bad.
Okay, so you know what would be fucking great? Marilyn Manson. At the Super Bowl
Marilyn
halftime
Manson's
show.
so problematic, in terms of like this, like the accusations of how he's treated women over the years.
Yeah, I know that part sucks.
Yeah, that's the part that not so much. Rob Zombie would put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
He would put on a hell of a show. Yeah,
yeah. So that'd
be exactly the kind of like abrasive, like it would rub certain people the wrong way, in such a good way.
Well, the Turning Point USA. Yeah. So here's the thing: like you've already rid yourself of the stupid Turning Point USA audience, right? they've already changed the channel,
Yeah.
right? Because they're upset over being like culturally disenfranchised, even though they're not,
Yeah.
right?
But it's almost by definition are not.
Right, yeah, right. No, I know. Their own perceived persecution, right? Anyway, so yeah, Rob Zombie would be pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, plus like his brand of horror, like with his like musical image anyway, not the movies, which are all sizzle and no steak, I'm afraid. But he just did like the Munsters thing and all that, which I know wasn't a hit, but I mean that's just enough for the pearl clutchers to maybe get over a little bit. Like it's just family friendly enough. You know how much I hate family
It's really
friendly.
strange thing of Rob Zombie doing a family friendly movie. Like, this is Rob Zombie doing Spy Kids 4 or whatever.
Well, no, I mean he did the Munsters.
I know.
Right,
But
so
that's on
he's already
brand
done
to a
that.
degree though, because it's like the sort of quasi like adjacent horror adjacent kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's I'm trying to. Okay, so let's think about what would be one that we really think. Because I think I would put Bon Jovi in the could happen sort of bucket. I think that
I mean,
could
Bon
happen.
Jovi's got like the feel good songs.
Yeah, and they're
know?
really well known and against a wide swath of America knows those songs.
And
you know what I mean?
they're designed to play in an arena.
Yeah. And I would say Def Leppard, same thing. They
Right.
Yeah, those are big party songs and stuff, and it's got a big rock show kind of associated with it too, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah, I mean, you gotta find a band that like has designed themselves for an arena crowd.
yeah. Well,
Right.
Whitesnake would be in that mix too, for sure.
Right,
I
that's
mean,
why Kiss is
yeah.
so good.
Yeah. I think, Guns N' Roses is funny. Is I think that they have enough cred culturally that people would be all about it. You know what I mean? But they just, like you said, how could you ever be sure?
Yeah, what
what's
kind
gonna
of
happen?
insurance policy for
Yeah.
when Axl shows up 4 hours late?
That's
the game's
part
over.
Of, I know
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So Axl showed up at the end of the fourth quarter. What? That's when I was ready
Like,
to come.
this is supposed to be the halftime, not the
This is
post game show.
This is my artistic process. Okay,
Yeah,
this is just how I do things. You know.
Asshole.
Thanks for listening to the Rock Guitar Confidential podcast with Ryan and Scott. Please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Now back to the show.
Axl. Axl Rose, like thinking he was like a real artist.
I mean,
Like, what a shame.
Well, I'll give him this. Him and the rest of the Guns N' Roses, they made Appetite for Destruction, which is one of the all-time great rock and roll albums
Izzy
ever
Stradlin
made.
made Appetite for
Well, all those
Destruction.
guys were part of the stew that made that happen. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
the
that's why-
fine goulash.
Yeah. So that to me, I give credit to all those guys for that
Totally.
album because that album is genius. It's
Yeah, it really
brilliant.
is.
One of the greatest rock and roll albums ever
Yep.
made. And if you've done that, you can kind of just slap down. Whenever someone like me or you has something to say about it, you just slap down. I made
Yeah,
Appetite for
dude.
Destruction on the table. And we go, okay, you win.
Appetite for Destruction is like what Aerosmith should have been,
It was like a Ballsier Stones. The kind of that's why I always thought that was.
which is what Aerosmith was.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of.
But like they. I mean, I like Aerosmith. I'm not saying anything bad, but that's they're not as ballsy. GNR had like a ballsy dangerousness. I mean, I think that's Aerosmith did too back in their.
You know
heyday.
what? I think we need to like since so we celebrated like Puerto Rican culture, which
yeah.
I know, and for
Good on
those who
them. Americans too.
for those who don't know, Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Yeah, exactly. So are people from
Shocker.
Guam. That's another
Yes.
that people are Americans. I mean, there's.
Now now people from
US
Japan
Virgin Islands.
aren't, but I would like to cast my vote for a Saber Tiger halftime show.
Oh my God, that'd be perfect for this.
That would be
That actually would
fucking
go over.
rad.
Then people would be like, that would hit that kind of
Oh.
K-pop Demon Hunter sort of side.
Oh
Like,
shit! You know what, dude? Baby metal.
Yeah, that
at
would
the
be-
hat.
that would be
would
good.
That and you know what? Like enough youth would be like in the know and fired up about
like
that.
The Gen Alpha, Gen Z people are way into that kind of
dude,
music.
baby
for sure.
metal would slay at the and they could slay now.
Yeah, they would. Yeah,
Right?
well, they are in their prime right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the question: is do enough people know about? Maybe they are.
But and that's what would be great about it. It's like people would discover it.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, that would be so good.
Yeah, I think what it
God
comes,
damn it.
I think that anything that's metal adjacent is just not considered hip by whoever the decision makers
You could have
are.
Gojira do it. They could totally do it.
Gojira did the Summer Olympics.
Yeah,
opening
absolutely,
thing.
man.
was,
That could, the Summer Olympics could have been an audition for the Super Bowl. Have
that
Gojira
was,
come and
well,
do
that
it.
was because it was in France, and that's why they were like a French band. That's why
No,
that makes sense. So.
which is great, but and they also kicked ass,
Yeah.
and so it makes sense.
But then you see there's
uh,
like sacrifices or something like that, where they cutting people's heads off or something.
well, it's
No?
Marie Antoinette
Oh, okay,
beheaded
yeah,
during
yeah.
the French Revolution.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck her.
It's all good.
You know what? Let
In your
Marie.
face, Kirsten Dunst.
Hey, you know what? Marie Antoinette. You know she was watching the Turning Point USA halftime show in Kid Rock.
You know, those
So
people should all eat cake. That's what they should do.
Right,
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing. No,
you could have Sacramento's own Cake do the halftime show.
Oh, man, that'd be-
He's going the distance. Yeah, I guess the guitar player that wrote that tune recently died. So rest in peace.
Yeah.
I forgot his name already, but
Sacramento's own cake, though. I mean, that's
Yeah, man.
that's true. Man, it's like
you know.
it's crazy too. I was talking because I know that the guy from Three Doors Down, the singer, just died. And he's like 47 or something. And I was just, you know, that dude, that's road dogging it. Those guys probably road dogged us since they were 15, 16 years old. And like when you're eating salami sandwiches and fried food and beer for every single meal of the day, and you know,
That's tough.
it's not built for longevity.
Hard on a digestive tract.
Which is why looking at people like Alice Cooper is still all the more amazing. Like this dude's like lived that life since he was like, you know, his early 20s.
I don't know, dude. Alice Cooper is a fucking square.
No, he is, but he's like been on the road. And then
Yeah, I remember when I woke up in the morning and I had a Bud Light before noon, and that's when I realized things
had
had
a
gone out of things had gone out of control. That
no,
Bud Light was just a little too
I'm not
strong.
describing like the drugs or alcohol. I'm just saying like being on the road, like eating in that lifestyle, like the way you eat, the way you don't exercise, the way you're constantly traveling. It's not built for longevity. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Alice is like got a luxury like trailer
Now.
filled with like
I'm
you
sure,
know
like, the
mineral
first-
water and
the first 10 years probably
and,
weren't that way though. You know what I mean?
well, not the first 10 years, but I
That's
mean,
a
you're
good
more
point.
resilient back then.
And you look
But
like
for-
Three Doors
yeah.
Down's a band that got pretty big, but they were not like they had their heyday in like what 2000 probably I would
Yeah.
say, and so they've been just doing like the kind of nostalgia club / you know big theater or like small theater clubs kind of tour.
Yeah.
So that's not like rich touring. That's like in a van with a trailer kind of
Right,
touring.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
absolutely, yeah.
So
Still a rough go, but that's
Yeah.
that's not
not
what
staying at the Four Seasons with a personal trainer. You know?
like Alice hasn't toured like that since the 90s, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably since the mid '90s.
Yeah.
And then by the late '90s, he started hooking up with like Rob Zombie and stuff, and kind of got right back on the thing and opening
Yeah.
for Motley Crue in the 2000s.
Dude, it's been the lap of luxury for Alice since at least the mid 90s, if not earlier. Probably the early 90s.
That's actually probably how Ozzy lived as old as he did too. Is he had like so much success that he was able to like travel well
with his own medical team.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. At all times. You know what I mean? And,
like Keith Richards and the blood transfusions.
personal chefs and stuff. You know, and all that's just you have to have that. You know,
right.
for the road dogging bands though, like the Three Doors Downs of the world, that's or Cakes, who's had like one hit song basically. You can tour and make a living, which is great. But you're not going to be like, it's not Four Seasons every night kind of thing. And,
Right.
Which is, I think some people don't think about that.
I know what would make a great Super Bowl halftime show.
All right. What you got?
Death Clock.
That would be great.
That would be so
be
fucking
so
cool. Because I mean, think about you'd get like the killer band with Neely Brosh on guitar and
Is Mike Keneally still playing with those guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
But Brendan Small, you know the guy, right? Yeah. But then you'd have all the on the jumbotron screens. You'd have like Squizgar. Yeah, dude, you have like some Dr. Roxo.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Yeah, baby.
Exactly.
I do cocaine at the Super Bowl. Yeah, man, dude, Dr. Roxo at the Super Bowl.
I think from a pure entertainment standpoint, you're not wrong. And that's it'd be so cool to see,
dude. And then then do the Dr. Roxo bit, and then bring out David Lee Roth.
he would not think that was funny.
That would be fucking awesome.
David Lee Roth doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that has a sense of humor about this sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, who says he has to know?
Well, he doesn't know.
You don't have to tell him.
It's like, is this all about me?
He's a skinny Bob, baby, Super Bowl. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, here, see David Lee Roth.
Yeah, dude, you'd have Dr. Roxo on the monitor behind you. He'd never turn around and look. No. He would just be doing his own fucking thing, and there'd be
weird,
Dr. Roxo.
Contortions and stuff. And
dude, we probably have the technology to where you could get like a Dr. Roxo hologram mapped onto David Lee Roth's movements. Just like visual, and so whatever David Lee Roth does, you could have his Dr. Roxo doppelganger perform along with him and shit. That would be the best. That would be the best. These are all great ideas for the Super Bowl.
I think these are winning ideas. Really.
These are winning ideas.
Winning. I think no, you're not wrong. All right, let's see. What's another? I think Bon Jovi could happen. I think Metallica could happen.
Yeah,
I think that's definitely
that does still bum me out.
That could happen though. I think that's not in the land of.
Yeah, no, I
fantasy
could see Metallica.
Yeah,
I mean Metallica doesn't exist anymore, but Metallica.
I would see Whitesnake as plausible, but Whitesnake's kind of not even a thing anymore.
They don't really exist anymore.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
that's kind of. But if they were to somehow pull not Roth, but Coverdale out of retirement and say, okay, we're going to play the Super Bowl, I'm sure he'd find it in his heart to grace us with one more time. You know what I mean?
He can't do it though.
Yeah,
he can't do it now.
If you have enough backing vocals, you can make it work. Look at Stephen Pearcy. It's like, you ever see, like, I was watching the live thing from Stephen Pearcy the other day, and like, you know, if when the chorus hits and when he's singing with the backups, his voice adds a cool color to it. It's like this cool thing. But when one of the guys misses their cue and doesn't come in with them, and it's just him, it's shocking. It's like it sounds like. It's like it's a sound, you know.
It's a sound, yeah, that I've heard someone make. Yeah,
without the other people around it, it doesn't sound like music necessarily. You know, so poor Pearcy. Yeah.
Okay, so who that's not like a giant rock band could do the Super Bowl halftime show? And
I mean,
have it
Taylor
be
Swift's
respect-
obvious. That's the not. Yeah, someone's not a rock.
Actually, I think she's too big for the halftime show.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, they have to like. Yeah, it's not. That's not crazy. Super Bowl halftime show is not big enough for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think she'd be like looking down at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well,
Now,
why do we
if
need you? I'm going to do 6 nights at SoFi Stadium. You know,
maybe if what is it? Travis Kelce, is that her fiance or husband or whatever the fuck? Like if he was playing, then I could see her do it. Like that would.
Yeah.
Like the whole there'd just be like the whole arena would explode.
And the good news is they have all that footage to show at the divorce trial in like 5 years too. So
Yeah,
look at how he's acting. I swear, it's just like he's so irresponsible or whatever. It's like I have all the footage, you know. So it's good. It's good from all those perspectives, you know.
So yeah, right. So Taylor Swift definitely.
I mean, she's probably the biggest star in the world, personally. You know, I don't think there's anybody close to her.
No, she's I mean, do you think she's bigger than Michael Jackson?
You mean in Michael Jackson in his prime, Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a tough to say. I mean, I definitely she's as big as Michael Jackson, like Thriller era Michael Jackson. I would say she's as big as that. And she's as big as the Beatles were their heyday. I mean, I think she's as big as you can get as a music artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's anybody who's close to her in recent times.
Now,
you know?
they've had Lady Gaga do it before. That was a good Super Bowl halftime
well, she's
show.
a great performer, and her music's legit.
She's a quality musician.
Yeah, exactly. So that's Bruno Mars was a good show too. I remember.
Bruno Mars is the kind of guy who could. I mean, I guess he's had one recently
too.
That
was
right?
a couple years. I don't remember how many years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago or something. But he was good. I remember watching that. It was cool. I liked it. I mean, they did the whole typical theatrical thing that they always have to do, but it's like, but it was still. But if you took the music and you looked at just the music, it was still legit. It wasn't like
it was in fact music.
Yeah, exactly.
So for those who are curious, music has 3 elements.
Yes, they're harmony, rhythm, and melody.
That is correct. Yep. If you subtract one of those elements, it's not music anymore.
No, it's sound-oriented entertainment at that point.
Right. It's like if you, I've fought with Misty over this over the years. If you order a pizza without cheese, it no longer is a pizza.
Yeah,
it's a piece of bread with like meat and vegetables on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sauce bread.
Sauce bread, exactly right. Which some people think like
which is fine. Just I mean, I'm not saying like you shouldn't enjoy that or you shouldn't order. It's just not pizza anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Or like there's
it's a different thing. Could be still great and enjoyable.
Right. Yeah. Or there's no such thing as a burrito bowl.
Because a burrito it's in a tortilla.
Right. Yeah. When you take the tortilla away, it's not a burrito anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why? Like that's why you don't call tacos like shell burritos.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's not a burrito at all.
Because words mean things.
That's the way I was raised.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, and words mean things. That's what words are for.
Whenever I look at the studies, I just make sure that they're the ones that agree with me, and I go, "Yeah, that's the one." See,
now that's the American way.
There's 9 out of 10 times it says this is what it means, and that just confirms my biases. La 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 la. I'm right.
America. And then on to the Turning Point USA.
No. Let it go. It's in the past.
Okay, they could do like a Frozen halftime show.
And honestly, watching
Idina Menzel could do "Let It Go."
I think that also,
and that would fucking go bonkers.
Like a performance from like maybe Hamilton or something that might go over really well. That kind of thing would be cool. You know,
I mean, like all the dudes who are watching football would fucking hate it.
I know,
and actually, I wouldn't like it either because I can't stand musical theater.
I feel like it's moving in that direction. Though, like if you look at the last handful of halftime shows, really, maybe the last 7 or 8.
The last handful.
Aha! But no, they're definitely moving in that where it's more like a performance than a music. It's not like a band playing. It's not like you're going to see like Led Zeppelin play or something. It's like a performance. It's like a Broadway show kind of thing.
That's because music doesn't matter to mainstream society anymore.
I think that's exactly what it is, and they want to. And if without the visual aspect of it, it's not anything to stand on. You know what I mean?
You know, they just there's a lot of booty shaking at that halftime show.
But that being said, that's true. I think a lot of people they don't really care about the music so much as they just want to be.
They care about the booty.
They care about the booty. They care about the visuals. They care about the story.
The visuals being the booty.
Well, okay, that's a part of it. The booty's definitely there, but I'm just saying
it's a real turn the other cheek attitude that the audience has.
The half-covered cheek. But no, I just think that's true. And you're just saying like the people like the Coldplay fans, like, you know, people who don't care about music. You know,
Yeah,
that's
right. If you're at the Coldplay show, you don't give a fuck about music,
Yeah.
and that's fine. I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, arts. You said some people don't like to read. Some people don't like visual art.
It just
you know
means
what I mean?
you don't like art.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean,
You're
maybe,
at Coldplay.
maybe there's a sort of art that you're into. Maybe there's a visual art. Maybe there's, you know,
Like
film
maybe you're
or
into
something, or-
like macaroni and glitter paintings or something. You know what I
Googly
mean?
eyes on
Maybe
rocks, that kind of thing. You know.
you know maybe like on your last vacation, maybe you built a small sandcastle.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
know what I mean? But like, yeah, you really don't. Like, I mean, just don't listen to music at all. Just
yeah.
give up on music. If you're like fired up about Coldplay, just stop.
Yep. Well, I mean, you could do a lot worse than Coldplay, but you can do a hell of a lot better than Coldplay too. So it's just a kind of, you know, I don't know. It's
Okay, so how about halftime show with like Lil Wayne?
wait. Did Coldplay actually play at the Super Bowl at one point?
I think they
imagining this?
did.
I think they did.
I think they
right?
did,
okay.
yeah. But yeah,
So
Lil
that one
Wayne
actually did happen.
So Lil
Well, as long as he
Wayne
does the
and his
infamous
EVH
guitar solo,
yeah.
does the guitar solo where he just holds the guitar from the bottom and brushes with his thumb and he plays. You know, it's
Yeah, I mean, you know,
like the real masters do it. You know what I
yes,
mean?
holding the guitar up with your fingers and strumming with your thumb. That's, yeah.
But you know what though? We talked about this at the time when that first happened. Like, well, hey, at least it's showing people the guy with a guitar, and it's a cool looking guitar. You know,
And you know what? Bad Bunny, it started with a guy with a guitar, and like it was a Fender acoustic guitar,
there
very
was a
clearly.
capo on there. Like, well, I don't get capo at the first fret. What's the point?
It wasn't on the first fret.
Was it on the first fret?
Yeah, it was like middle of the fretboard, like fifth or sixth.
Oh
fret.
no,
it was
thinking
way high.
I was watching Green Day. The second
yeah.
guitar player for Green Day had the capo at the first fret. I'm like, what
Wait,
did we?
did you say second guitar player for
Yeah, there
Green
was
Day?
3 guitar players on the Green Day performance. I know.
What?
I know exactly.
How? Why?
Yeah, because that's apparently what they needed. I
Like
don't know.
no Green Days. I can't think. There's not a Green Day song that features more than one
No,
guitar.
there's definitely lead and melody and rhythm guitar stuff going on in some
What?
Green Day stuff.
In
I
Green
literally just
Day?
got done teaching the entire American Idiot album and the album
What?
bonus songs too. So trust me.
Green Day.
I've had to go in and dig deep into the well of Green Day.
Wow. So like you, I mean,
But it's like there's no reason.
that must be like standing in like the wishing fountain at the middle of the shopping mall. Did you find any lucky pennies down there?
No,
Damn it.
nothing. No.
Which they might have been green.
But I
they
was
might have
thinking, like-
patinaed themselves into. It could have been a green day if you had found a penny covered in patina.
Why do you need the capo at the first fret? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
You
at
could have
all.
just tuned your guitar
Can you do
different.
bar chords? That also works. You know,
I don't know.
I think I'm asking
I know.
questions that have answers, but
I shouldn't have brought up the capo because I know what happens when I
just-
mention the capo.
I don't. It just makes me so cranky when because people look at that and I have these kids will come into me and like, oh, I saw the Green Day performance and you had the capo on the first fret, and I have to like go through the whole diatribe about why this is, you know, I don't want to do that, man. I want to spend my time teaching kids music. I don't want to spend my time like dissecting how terrible Green Day is. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But it's it's on that happy note.
Yeah.
so-
So yeah, I don't know. So who else would? So you know what? They could just bring in like a choreography troupe to just do the halftime
I'm thinking
show, right?
I think eventually it probably will become like a performance thing. It's not going to be like
Well,
a
I mean, it
band
already is.
I mean, but like ostensibly it's like a music artist who's playing it. But I think eventually it'll probably become more like a performance. You know what I mean? Like this is from the blah blah blah, whatever the happening Broadway play is or something.
I think they should bring in the remember that year at the Olympics where like the Chinese Communist Party had like all the people out on the like all in the stadium, like, and they all had like these like rectangular square like panels.
Oh, wow.
that they would all turn like in synchronization to create images and stuff.
Oh wow, no, I don't remember this at all.
So I think we need to have the performers from the Chinese Communist Party come do the Super Bowl halftime show.
And just have like do like these crazy weird things. Maybe reenact a scene from like Transformers 4 or something.
Yeah, I think that would be absolutely, to like bring our cultures back together in like, a reasonable trade agreement.
Seems fair. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely seems fair. I don't know. What about Steel Panther, man? I'd like to see Steel Panther.
Oh, that would be fucking rad. Are you kidding?
That'd be way rad.
Dude, that'd be great, dude. Fucking like do Glory Hole for
How about all the squares too, or like, oh my god, yeah, exactly.
or yeah, or just or you know what? They could you could have like the Chinese Communist Party like with the rectangles while Steel
behind
Panther
Glory Hole.
while Steel Panther performs Asian hooker.
Oh my god, it'd be right. Yeah, it'd be perfect. It'd be
Yeah, that'd go great.
little on the nose, right?
There'd be
there.
a little something for everybody
Yeah,
there.
that's
Like,
true.
how would you
Talk about crowd pleasing. Oh my God.
Like, you could offend everybody in America that way.
Once.
Yeah, you could like the Chinese Communist Party people would offend the right.
Have what
and
Zach
then,
Brown come out and do a satanic ritual at the same time on the side of the stage. Just like go for maximum, and like the Dream Eaters singing "I'm the Antichrist."
Oh, the Dream Eaters would be the best. Oh my God, they could perform Satan as Lord with like a huge laser show.
Can you imagine, like,
Dude, the Dream Eaters would be so perfect.
can you imagine
for the halftime show?
Offending, like, how many people? That's going for maximum offensiveness. That's what you'd be going
I think that's the only way to bring the country back together. Like you're
offend
not,
everyone?
yeah, just offend everyone.
Okay.
I think I'm onto something.
All right, I think this is it. Well, we'll have
think
to,
we'll
have to like really take this under advisement and really think about it more. But we have to wrap it up because I think so. Last Supper theme, Bon Jovi's
Dude,
one.
you know who would be cool too is like Wasp.
That would be
in their
awesome.
prime, like doing
Old
like
Wasp,
like
okay.
old Wasp, like
Not
have
current day Blackie Lawless.
no
Yeah.
Blackie Lawless has become also a fucking idiot,
Yeah,
but like in their prime Wasp doing
yeah.
like the raw meat fight with the audience.
I'm gonna be somebody or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, just throw it like.
Bless you.
And just like get like a ribeye steak shooter and just shoot raw meat into the crowd and have them throw it back and that'd be gore.
Gore would be
The
good.
Gore halftime show.
Talk about doing like some serious theatrics and stuff. That'd be rad.
Dude, just spray the whole like crowd with gore goo. That would be good. Okay, and then I mentioned Death Clock, but you know who would be a great and big shout out to my good friends John and Dan. This one's for you guys. Danny Elfman
Oh yeah,
would be the best
Like an
Super Bowl
orchestra,
halftime
like
show.
Are we talking about Oingo Boingo and Dan Elfman, or talking about him just as a
I think
composer?
he performed some Oingo Boingo tunes. So the version of Danny Elfman's live band that includes Neely Brosh,
Okay.
like that would be the ultimate, because you'd get all the like Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, but you get some Oingo Boingo stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's
Right?
such a brilliant musician, so yeah.
The band would be top notch. It would cover the visual element.
Yep.
It would cross like multiple generations in terms of appeal.
Yep.
So I don't think it would. I mean, okay, like the Pearl Clutchers would probably still think it was a little bit dark in the imagery. So,
But
you
it's
know,
just, he's got that Tim Burton connection. Tim Burton's very
yeah.
dark
So I
film,
mean.
you know.
So the Turning Point idiots could keep their own bullshit so that they wouldn't.
They're going to anyway.
So you don't have to worry about demons and stuff. Which I mean, demons,
Which are a real problem.
which is a real
like, that's
serious
one of the
problem.
biggest things facing America now is demons.
Yes, dude, that
Yeah.
real rational adults should
Yep,
be concerned
that's-
with. I mean, just watch out for demons.
All the ones I see in Fox News, that's they're talking
Yes,
about all the
don't
time.
don't worry about gun violence or drugs
poverty
or poverty,
income inequality. That's,
right?
Yeah. Demons.
Or like unhealthy food leading you to an early grave. No, demons.
Werewolves are a secondary problem. too,
Yes.
which are real.
Yes,
Real
and well, dude,
thing.
why do you think silver prices are going through the roof lately?
Well, because people are hoarding it. Because that's
People
the only
are
way to put
hoarding
your
silver,
money.
right.
Mainly, they say it's for financial reasons, but it's really because the werewolves are coming.
Right,
They're
it's
just
not.
preparing.
It's not because our country suffers from incompetent, unstable leadership.
I mean, that doesn't seem plausible to
It's
me.
not possible.
America's
No, it's because of demons and werewolves.
Exactly, which are real. It's a
yes.
real problem.
That's right. So if you're listening, Turning Point USA, watch out for werewolves and also demons.
Keep hoarding the silver that you're already hoarding.
Yes, hoard more silver.
Exactly.
Actually, hoard more cryptocurrency,
Exactly.
please.
As much as you can. Buy
As much as you can.
Yes.
Ethereum
Bitcoin,
specifically.
Sure, exactly.
Fuck Bitcoin.
For no reason
you're
in particular.
You're gonna need a lot of Ethereum if you're gonna survive the end times,
Yes.
which are obviously now.
We'll never have enough silver to defeat the werewolf hordes because the demons are not on our sides. You know,
That's
it's like-
right.
Exactly.
So our only hope is Danny Elfman at the Super Bowl.
That's true.
That's it. We solved the problem.
problem solved.
Problem solved.
Next week on Rocket Guitar Confidential, we solve other problems.
Yes.
That's exactly it. So, hey guys, thanks for listening to the Rocket Guitar Confidential podcast with Brian and Scott. Please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Also, please make sure to check out our website at xagesband.com.
That's www.exagesband.com.
There you can find links to our social media, so please make sure to follow us on social media. And like I said, review and subscribe to this podcast and spread the word, please, kindly. I'd love it if you could tell like one friend and they tell two friends. That way we can grow the podcast even more. All right, guys, have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Peace.